Welcome back, Truth Seeker. Monday, November 19th, 2018. The top news story this evening: multiple victims shot at Mercy Hospital in Chicago. They're saying a police officer's in critical condition. They say the shooter's a 32-year-old male. They haven't put out his name. But I want to show you the parallels between this event and other recent shootings at hospitals that have been in the news. There's a familiar pattern. So today, November 19th, if you're familiar with my work, I talk about how every single day propaganda is orchestrated by a code for the sake of an agenda. And the simple way to understand the agenda is you have a government that wants to control you. And that should be very apparent. From a young age, you have a number stamped on you. You're tracked. You're expected to be receiving their education, which doesn't give you too many skills in this world, but it gives you a lot of programming. Believe in your nation, worship the flag, vote. Christopher Columbus, genocide of Native Americans is okay. Genocide of other types of people is the worst thing ever and deserves a new Hollywood movie each year. Who's the mayor in Chicago? Anyway, every day we are bombarded with propaganda that is done by a code. It is executed by a code, which can be observed when you know the code, which is as simple as ABC 1, 2, 3. It's letters and numbers. And I routinely talk about the symbolism of 19 as well as 42. Today is November 19th, leaving 42 days left in the year. And notice, gun in this code of letters and numbers, which is known as Gematria. Gun sums to 42. G's the 7th letter, U's the 21st, N's the 14th. 7 plus 21 plus 14, 42. Ammo is also 42. And there's a whole lot more to that list. The word war is 42. World War is 42. Freemasons 42. Zionism's 42. The code's not just ABC 1, 2, 3. There's other variations of the alphabetic order. Anyhow, with regards to 19, we'll come to why that number is so significant. Represents chaos. And the Masonic agenda is order out of chaos. Create the problem, provide the solution. How many hijackers did they tell you were on September 11th? 19. And not by accident. So, two more ciphers based on the alphabetic order. This dark blue cipher is the alphabetic order with the rules of numerology. So H is the 8th letter, H is 8. O is the 15th letter. You take the numerology of 15. 1 plus 5 is 6. S is the 19th letter. You take the numerology of 19. S is 1. P is the 16th letter. The numerology of 16 is 7. I is 9. T, the 20th letter, becomes 2 plus 0 is 2. You make each letter a single-digit number. You add. Hospital, 37. This cipher here is the alphabetic order in reverse with the rules of numerology. Hospitals 37 and 44, just like shooting is 44 and 37. Seeing this rise in hospital-related shootings. Chicago also has that Gematria 37, known as the shooting capital of the nation. Consider that Chicago's in Cook County. Cook, with the alphabetic order, is 44. The current mayor is Rahm Emanuel, and we're going to show how this is synced up with Rahm Emanuel's birthday. Every time these shootings happen in a city, they're synced up with the head of that city. This isn't just an exception here with Rahm Emanuel, Mr. Zionism. The name of this hospital, Mercy Hospital, has the gematria of 187, like Fraternal Order of Police, 187 associated with the homicide code associated with killing. Number that shows up routinely in these rituals. So here, when you do decode, you want to know 4 ciphers. The alphabetic order, where chaos sums to 46. The alphabetic order with the rules of numerology, where chaos sums to 19. The reverse alphabetic order, that just means making Z1, counting back to A is 26. Chaos is 89 here. That's the 11th Fibonacci number. Here we are in the 11th month, November, on the 19th. And also the reversed alphabetic order with the rules of numerology. And if you're watching the news, they keep pointing out that this hospital is along 26th. Its address isn't 26th, the street, but it's located along that street. I had CNN on for 10 minutes and they said the street about 10 times. I was like, okay, they want us to know it's on 26th. Got it. But notice, this is the Masonic motto for order out of chaos. In Latin, ordo ab cal, 46, just like chaos. Like Chicago was 46. We're on the 19th. Chicago, Illinois has the Gematria of 89. Again, this is the shooting capital. And chaos is also 26, like the name Mercy. And isn't that like a subliminal message there? Mercy Hospital. You know, have mercy on us. One shooting after the next. When will it end? You know, today CNN had a headline about how young children want to see major gun legislation overhaul. And realize this is who this propaganda is mostly targeted at. This young generation that has to go to school every day in this state school system that educates them. And they're having to go through active shooter drills and put up with gun scares that don't even make your news, you know, all over the nation. Schools getting locked down because from the district office, there's a report there's an armed man somewhere out in the community. So they got to lock down the whole school. You know, it's becoming a monthly thing for a lot of students in this nation. Getting programmed, getting controlled for an agenda. So the FBI is there, par for the course. Other things that jump out about this event. Today's date has 48 numerology. Rahm Emanuel equals 48. So does Freemason. So does false flag. So does propaganda. So does hoax. They all equal 48. Today's date also has 68 numerology. Rahm equals 68. So does CIA. Big number with the government there, 68. This news comes 10 days before Rahm Emanuel's upcoming birthday. He's currently 58, going on 59, born in 59. With regards to 10 days, that's a special number there. 10's got that gematria of 42, like gun, like how we're on the day leaving 42 days left in the year. Zionism's 42. He's a Zionist. Freemason's 42. Freemasonry is Zionism. Freemasonry also has the gematria of 58 and 59. And don't forget that in Hebrew, Freemasonry sums to 59. In Hebrew, Freemason also sums to 48. A lot of overlap with English and Hebrew. Hebrew is where this original code of letters and numbers comes from. The police chief, he's also 59 years old, born in 59. And I thought there was one more point I wanted to make about this. Oh, I'll come back to the full name of this hospital here in a moment. But just days ago, it was November 13th, there was a gun scare at a hospital in Ohio, not far from Chicago. This was on a date with 42 numerology, November 13th, 18. Same thing, you see. Supposed to be a woman with a gun there. And this date had 35 numerology. The town that this happened in was Medina, Gematria 35. They ended up saying November 13th is the day that leaves 48 days left in the year, right? They ended up later reporting that this story was a hoax. Later, they just came out and said this was a hoax. Made national news, everyone carried it, but then they said it was just a hoax. Again, today has the 48 numerology as well. Propaganda's 48, false flags 48. Another number that shows up again and again in these events and in these last two hospital shootings or stories of shootings, same number, front and center. Earlier this year, October 2018, not too long ago, there was a shooting at a hospital in Orlando. That was Orlando Regional Medical Center, gematria of 137, which is the 33rd prime. Government and authority equal 137. October is the only month that sums to 33, like police, like masonry, like federal, like secrecy, like order. Today's shooting's in Cook County, CC, initials, C's the third letter, CC, 33. So Notice how hospital, officers, shooting, and gunfire are all 44 and 37. They're saying an officer's in critical condition from today's shooting. Also, last year, June 30th, 2017, this was days after my channel was deleted. I'm on my 18th channel here. June, NYC is where this shooting was, right? NYC 42. And I predicted that they'd come out and say the shooting was blamed on a doctor, which happened. Doctors also got that 33 thing going. But NYC, and this was another perfect ritual by the numbers. Also, I told for people to look for a shooting in the news on June 30th before this day even happened. It's too bad they deleted the channel. Otherwise, I'd have to go back and watch those videos. I said, watch, there'll be shootings on June 3rd and June 30th. There were. London Bridge, June 3rd. June 30th, NYC Hospital. But again, same thing over and over. And this shooting was in New York. 33 was present. It always is. They ended up blaming it. I said, watch them blame it on a doctor. They ended up blaming it on a doctor. And my channel was deleted as soon as I posted this video. Normally you have to get 3 strikes. This was my first video on my new channel after my main channel was deleted. They just straight up deleted the second channel. So then I was on to channel number 3. Anyway, the day of this shooting, it had 73 numerology, Bronx 73. It also had 36 numerology, Lebanon 36. It was the Bronx Lebanon hospital shooting. But it again and again, you learn the code, you see why the shootings are at the locations they are. So take this hospital shooting, for example. Mercy Hospital and Medical Center, Gematria of 123. We call that the conspiracy number. Also 147, another conspiracy number. Conspiracy, 123, 147. Another word with conspiracy, or 147 Gematria is Freemason. And, you know, we talked about the 42, the 48. The cipher I recommend using besides these 4 base ciphers is Jewish Gematria. And in Jewish Gematria, the word police is 147, and Freemasonry controls police all across the world. Notice police, 33, in that same cipher. Again, masonry's 33, secrecy's 33, orders 33, federal's 33, and right on down the line. But police, 147, not by accident. And this hospital, not chosen by accident either. Again, this is a government agenda. Hospitals receive government funding. They're government buildings. And it's just undeniable what they're doing. It's just so repetitive. So it doesn't look like they're going to come out and say this one was a hoax, but I'm sure, you know, they'll come out with more tragic details and eventually release the name of the shooter. And I'm sure if you decode the name of the shooter, you'll see how it connects to the name and the event and the date. So that's always the way it is. Each event. All right, True Seeker. We'll leave it there for now. Be back soon enough. If you missed today's podcast, just released it to the public. A lot of important information there to check out. Till next time.